Hello. So, I'm going to be attempting to show y'all how I edit. I have a smallish following on my TikTok, and these are some of the edits I'm, these are some of the edits I have up right now. Never mind, cut that. uh, so I already have my audio in, and I've marked the beats. It's a short audio. It's a pretty simple audio. So first I'm gonna import my clips, and we're gonna do season 2 Steve, because we love Steve, don't we? Okay, so I used this audio before, and what I did was I kind of had a blur. I did this, so I'm kind of gonna do that same thing ish. I just really like that style, and yeah. So first, I want to find a good longish clip, so that way I can. I think this one should be good. It's the iconic. Yep, there it is. So you scale it out. So here. Oh, great. I have to use that. See, okay. And then for slow-mo, we want to add on Twixtor. You'll need the Twixtor plugin for that. I have a custom plugin, but I'll not use that for right now, just to show you what I do. You're going to double click this twice to turn on frame blending. Then you're going to pre-compose, make sure the second bubble's clicked. Then I want to add on Twixtor. Change the motion sensitivity to 100, image prep to contrast edge enhance, frame interp to motion weighted blend. Then you're going to want to move to a single keyframe before, so that way it stays the same, like it stays kind of the same part of the clip and it doesn't like speed up. And then then you're going to go to the start of the clip and then change the speed to about 225, and don't go that far, but like kind of like right around there, and maybe like 40 to 45. I like to use 40. Yeah, the thing about After Effects is that it takes patience, like a lot of patience, because everything will need to, like the screen bar, everything needs to render, and yeah. So now that's done. Look like this. Now I'll do the rest of the edit in a minute. I'm going to focus more on the intro right now. I go out of order a lot. Oh, right. I need to add on the other effects. This one seems more like a smoother sound, like a more slower sound, so I'm going to use the BCC lens blur. BCC lens blur OBS on that clip. I'm currently trying out a new blur. It's the hex blur. So here's that. and then you turn the gamma all the way up, and then you keyframe the iris scale, and then I like to do it like around like a few keyframes from the end to 0. You highlight, right click, keyframe assistant, easy ease. So you can't really see it, but like it'll look smooth, I promise. So yeah, there's that. Then you wait for that to render. Sorry, I'm just gonna save this real quick while it renders. Anyway, whatever you want. Probably need to cut a lot of this out. Okay. So now it kind of. So now it's like this. And they have that effect on there. And then. So now we go to the first part of it. With the still part of this clip. And then I'm going to pre-compose. Add on. You can just copy paste this blur. Add that on there. It still has a keyframe, so make sure you click the little stopwatch to turn off the keyframe so it looks blurred the entire time. And then I forgot. You see how this one it like goes from a smaller blur to a bigger one. I'm going to do that, so I'm going to change this blur over here to I think I'm just going to do 20. There, so now it's more blurred. Fun fact about me, I am the most impatient person you will ever meet, so I just like to play it until it's ready. It'll look good, I swear. It looks better when it's not. While that's rendering-ish, we're going to click T on the keyboard on this clip. Quick little stopwatch. I do F9 to easy ease it automatically. Move it about there, and then turn this all the way down to 0 so it has a nice fade in. Wait, I forgot to mark these. There. So there's this, kind of the beginning-ish. Also, while it's doing that, I like to do a little fade before. So you're at an adjustment layer, chop it down, something, whatever, chop it down, and then you're gonna click on the adjustment layer, add exposure onto that adjustment layer, keyframe it, it'll still be 0. Press U to see your keyframe. Oops. F9, and then you're kind of gonna go to the end, and then like maybe -5-ish. So you can still see it, but like you can't see it, you know? You know. And then, see now this is done rendering. So there's that. And then we're going to do the same thing again, add another adjustment layer. So it's a flash fade kind of thingy. I'm still working on this, so it's not gonna look great. But anyway, exposure. This one, I think you're just gonna wanna do a flash for right now. I should put it like 0.75 to 1, and back to 0, and then negative like 3. Yeah. Alright. So that's kind of the intro video. And now I'm gonna do the text right there, like that. So it's a bit of a long process, but it's pretty easy. I'll show you. I might need to move this. Oops, move this up a bit so far. Here we go. All right, so Command or Control Z T, no, Control or Command T to bring up your text button, and you're just gonna type your text in the font you want. I like to use Times New Roman, or well, do I? Yeah, that's Times New Roman. I am kind of a slow typer. And now, we're going to move this up here. So, for the explosion effect, you're going to want to make it so it's into your actual edit. So it's into the edit. So it's over kind of overlaid. Anyway. I have a custom turbulence effect. I like to add turbulence to turbulent displace. So you add turbulent displace to your text, maybe like 6 and 6 for the amount, 80 for the size. You're gonna click the little arrow for evolution options, and then you're gonna press Option. I'm on a Mac. Hold on. I need to look up the button. Option or Alt. Option or Alt, and click on the little stopwatch that says random seed. Then you're going to type in time, like 8. So then you kind of get this turbulence effect. Now, we're going to add on the wave warp. So the wave warp kind of makes it go in a wave, you know. It's wave warp. It's exactly what it does. You're going to turn the height down to 5, maybe? I don't know. Then the width is going to be a much bigger number, like 450. Maybe turn this thing turn the direction maybe about like 125. So it's kind of look like that. And then I like to add a panning, like a shake onto it. I'm gonna have a link to my presets in the description. I hope, if I remember to do so. Anyway, so I like to add on a panning. So I use this custom panning on here, and then I turn the amplitude up to about 0.1, and you turn this to maybe 2. So yeah, it's moving. And now for the fun part, animating the text. Or well, first we have to make it colorful. For the color, you search up if I can spell rotate hue. fill in strip, you turn that, you put that on your text. Now there should be keyframes. Press U to pull them up, and then you just put the keyframe all the way up here to the end of your text so it changes colors throughout the entire thing. And yeah, that's basically all they. Oh no, that's not all the effects I add on. I add on a glow. This is a Sapphire plugin. You add on the S glow, and then you do maybe 4. Make the width a bit bigger. Make a Y. No, that's fine. That's that. Like, yeah, you can kind of just mess around with it. Mess around with the settings. But yeah. Then it has like a glow with every color. You can see the little, like, every close, the color changes. So, and then you can turn the threshold down, and it kind of makes it brighter. Or you can turn it up, and it makes it less bright. I actually put it around 3. And change brightness back up to 5. So like that. There's that. That would make the width a little bit bigger. So that should be good. Like that. Now for the text animation, like the fade up, like this, there are presets in After Effects that has them, but it's kind of I don't like them. They have fade up and flip, but the most popular one is fade up words. It basically just gives you 2 keyframes, and then you can put it wherever you like, and it'll just fade up each word. I used to use that a lot, but it's like, it's not as smooth as things I do. So to do that, to do the text effects that I use, you're gonna click the arrow down here. You're gonna go into text, click the text arrow, and then there should be the animate button. You're gonna press the button, and opacity. You're gonna turn the opacity all the way down to 0. Open the range selector, open the advanced, go to ramp up. It should already be on characters. Then you're gonna keyframe the offset, ease that, and turn it all the way down to -100. Then go to where it would basically finish and turn it back up to 100. So it kind of looks like that. And I just think it's smoother, and you can disagree with me if you want. I forgot effect. I like to add a drop shadow so the text looks more 3D-ish. I think, or it kind of gives it like an outline. Because you can see it's like, hold on. It looks normal, and then you turn this up to 100, and there's like a little outline on there. So, what am I use 7, maybe like 7 or 9. There, nah, 7 and 4. 7 distance, 4 softness. So the text kind of just doesn't really blend in with the rest of the video behind it, but it stands out more. That's what I was working for, I think. Yeah. I turn this down. It's a little loud. Now, this is my favorite part, because I love this effect so much. I love this effect so much. So you're going to go into your effects and presets, type in explosion. Oh, if I can spell explosion. There should be 2. You're going to cut your text at the beginning of this clip. Then you're going to animate or keyframe the opacity to go from 100 to 0 at the end of your text. I'm going to move this a bit further that way. 0 that way. So it looks cleaner, I think. I don't really know how to explain it. And then you're gonna add explosion onto the text, and there should be a little bunch of red X's. And then and I think the longer the text, the longer the explosion, as it should be. So this is basically the intro. Yeah. So then you're exit out of these, and now you're basically going to do the same thing that you would with the clip and the adjustment layer with all of your beats, except for one thing. And I'll just import the second clip here. 1 second. Just enjoy this piece in silence for a minute. Get away from my voice, because I sound groggy, like a frog. Okay. Yeah, like this. I'm just being lazy. You can copy, paste the Twixtor and the blur, but if you do, for the Twixtor, since it has a keyframe before the actual clip, you're going to want to move a keyframe into the other clip, a keyframe before your new clip, and then paste it so it's on time. And that should, they're all kind of basically the same length. Let's move this a little bit like that way. And then for these ones, you are going to duplicate your adjustment layer, put it on the new clip. Wait, hold on. Yeah, this one has a little bit more. I'm gonna make this 10. There. That's short. Okay. Then the adjustment layer, it should look like there's a flash, but this one seems, I'm gonna put this to flash just a little bit forward, and then we're gonna put a keyframe at the beginning at like -2, -3. That's the last one. Yeah. So it looks like that. It looks good. It's just like not, rendering. I'm sorry if you can hear anything in the background. This is my first time trying a voiceover, and it's I have a TV on the background because I like to have other noises going around instead of just sitting in silence editing. But yeah. Okay, so now that that's done, so English is hard. Anyway, so there's the text explosion, and you can kind of see it's still the text. This is what I like about this effect, is that the text is still here, but it fades. You can still see it. instead of just disappearing right there. In fact, I'm going to move this a bit more like that so you can see it more, because I love it so much. It's probably my favorite text effect. I just think it looks smoother, to be honest with ya. Yeah, sorry. I like to repeat my audio just to make sure it's good to go. Now you're basically going to repeat the steps for this clip here, for these two, for everything else until the end. So I'll do one more. So I'm importing clip, scaling it, muting it, adjusting it. Can we just talk about how fine Billy is? Steve's finer. Anyway. Alright, he got in the way. So like this, and code. You also want to make sure that like, what was I going to say? That the kind of the movement of the clip is more towards this, more towards the middle. Because if it's like right at the beginning, then it's just going to look really fast and then go really slow, and it'll look a little weird. But yeah, we're going to copy paste again because I'm lazy. Don't feel like adding it on again. Anyway, yeah, so they're basically all the same length. And then we're going to duplicate, move it over, and it should... See, okay, this is a good example. If the movement, because the movement is kind of, you see how the movement looks slower and is like smoother. Yeah, if the clip was just a little bit more forward, I guess, it would look really fast and then it kind of look a little dumb. Because I've tried it and I hated it, and there's the amount of like clips I've just had to delete and fix because of that. Anyway, it just looks smoother to me. And now my parents think I'm talking to myself, which I am, and they probably think I'm crazy, which I am. So yeah. So yeah, you're basically gonna repeat those steps, those like 2 easy steps for, or maybe it's not 2 easy steps, maybe like 4. I don't know. Oh, no, you're gonna repeat those steps for everything else, and then I will stop at here. So, hold on 1 second. saying that you couldn't even freaking hear me or hear the audio. Anyway, I have everything rendered, ready to go, or I thought so. Anyway, so there's this part, and then there's this part right here. Now, for the fade, you see how you hear how the you know, hear the fade. Okay, you hear the fade in the audio. So we're gonna do that on the clip. So we're going to actually, oh my god, we're gonna delete the -3 keyframe at the end here. And then, sorry, excuse me. We're gonna kind of go in the middle here, where it's like from fading from the flash. Oh my god, sorry. And we're gonna do opacity. And then we're gonna maybe 1 or 2 keyframes before the actual clip ends, 0. And then yeah. So it looks like this. And yeah, that's basically how I made the edit. So wait for this to render. We're just gonna go over here, or not. And that's that. Now, get a special treat. Watermark. Watermark. I mark all my videos. So, like here. Okay, well it's behind the analytics, but you can kind of see it behind that. Yeah, you can see it right there. It's clear text. You know what a watermark is, probably. I don't know. I'm like talking. I feel like I'm like talking to a 5-year-old. Anyway, Command C. Choose your font. Lately I've been using this font. Right here. Then you're gonna type your user. Then I'm using my custom turbulence displays. But it's basically amount 20, size 10, random seed, something. Hold on. Nope, wait. It's like 9, I believe. Time 9. Alright. So yeah, there's that. And you're gonna click on this one, add an adjustment layer below your text. I'm gonna do a separate video on this. Anyway, okay, wait for this to render, and then you'll be good. And we're waiting. Anyway, I'm the most impatient person you will ever meet, and I also think that you can hear my trackpad clicks because I use a trackpad. I don't use a mouse because apparently I'm insane. Anyway. Here we go. So we're going to go all the way to the beginning, play it from the beginning. And yeah, that's basically a simple-ish After Effects edit. Okay, it's not really simple, but you know, it's simple in my heart. My heart, my mind. No, I've been using this for a while. I don't know. It's not super simple, but like, you know, it doesn't look super simple, but it kind of is. if you know what I mean. You know? Okay. Anyway. Bye.